15 years of training experience. But this is not the end. Further, he conducted 110 plus workshops, also worked with 100 plus top companies, including Fortune 500 representation, topped with CII, PMI, Accenture, John Deere, Maruti, and many more. Further, currently he is associated with Modclim Technologies Private Limited as a director, and he is also a driving force with Task, which is an AI-enabled digital marketing agency. Further, as I already mentioned, he is also an author, and his first book is by the name of Intern Age, Marketing with Social Media, as which was released on November 2015. Last but not the least, now he's also associated with Rotary Club and won numerous awards at the club and district level, like as a best president, best chair for fundraising. So that was all about Mr. Amit Jadhav, sir. Now I would like to hand over the session to sir to continue with the topic. Thank you, sir. You can continue. Audience, just a request, like during the session, I would request not to unmute yourself. And if audience are having any questions, any queries from your end, you can put your queries on Zoom chat box. And at the end of the session, we will be having 15 minutes of question answer session. So in that, during that session, we will be discussing all the questions and all the queries related to the session. So this is just a request. Thank you. Sir, you can continue and proceed. Thanks.
So thank you, Juhi. A very good afternoon to all of you. Yeah. I hope you have liked this setup. I have my few screens open in front of me, and one of them in my hand right now is the chat window. So generally, I have a very, very interactive presentation or a talk that I deliver. So if you have any comments or something, the more you chat and put your feedbacks, the more it's going to be helpful for me to go ahead, okay? I generally do this in my office, but we are shifting the office now, so this is a different, short time arrangement. How do you find this? Do you think it's going to be exciting, the setup? In the chat window, if you can type, so it will be interactive. Yes. Okay, fine, great. So this is the whole thing which is going to happen in the next few minutes. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Whatever is going to happen is going to be something which will either blow your mind, and it will also be something which you can take after the event. It's just not something which I'm going to show you a slideshow or give you some few tips or techniques. The whole idea of this is speak about what AI is currently doing and how it is going to be beneficial for you as an individual, in your business, and in your personal life. Now, some 15 years back, one of the associations invited me to conduct a workshop. So I'm talking of 2009. I joined LinkedIn in 2007. So they said, can you just tell us how to use it? So I really didn't do anything for the first 2 years on LinkedIn. And then in 2011-12, the Chamber of Commerce here in Pune, MCCI, invited me to conduct a workshop on social media marketing. So this is the pre-Modi, pre-internet, pre-social media area, you can say, in India. I said, who will come? Are people really interested to know how social media can help them to generate revenue? I was not sure. 37 entrepreneurs showed up on that day, and they didn't move a bit for 9 hours of the entire day. And then the rest is history. I had some digital marketing masterclasses and nothing. So today, social media, digital is the mainstream. It's like, everyone knows it and stuff like that. But in the March of this year, one of the most prominent chamber invited me to conduct a masterclass on AI. And again, my question was, do you think people are interested in learning how they can develop business with AI? They said, no, Amit, we want you to be there, and I'm sure that it will be helpful. Believe you me, all those people who attended that event have got benefited. I don't want to put the number of X, 9X, 10X sorted, but they have seen 30%, 40% business growth just by using the tools. And this is real case studies, and I can give hundreds of them. From March till now, I think I have been invited and I've been delivering almost about 30 plus AI masterclasses and events. I don't do this keynote at small talks of 30 minutes, but then I said, association is something where I think Dr. Rao requested me, Ganesh Rao. So I said, okay, fine, I'll just have a go at it and let's see how it works out. So because I have got a lot of keynotes which I give in conferences and events, so it's huge screens and the slides are made accordingly. But I hope that the fonts and other things would be still relative, because there's a lot of audio, there's a lot of animation, and I want to give it experience than just showing you some text. There's hardly any text in this entire presentation. Okay, so this small snippet is from a part of a masterclass which I take on how to adopt the generative AI for the future of work, and I call it Crush It. I have done this in Udaipur, in Jaipur, Indore. People have been inviting me, corporates have been inviting me. Hey, you know what? How can we use AI? You take Apple, you take Amazon, you take Google, you take any company right now in Fortune 500. Everyone is talking of two keywords, including everyone in Silicon Valley, and it's generative AI. If you see the Gartner hype cycle, it's right now at the peak. But AI is not just a technology, it's not just a hype. Believe you me, it is something which you have to inculcate in your daily lives, whether you're a professor, whether you're a chairman, whether you're a student, whether you're a working CEO. It doesn't matter. What matters is how do you adopt it? And that's the key. So this 60 minutes that we'll be investing together, there's only one thing. So there'll be, slides are moving back. My camera is here, so I hope I'm synchronizing with it also. There's only one output that I want, and that's to add value to you. Okay, and then you might find something like this probably at the end of the talk. You'll feel like this. I don't know if you're living in south of India. Probably you might find a beach nearby. Not here in Pune, where I'm based out of. Okay. So once upon a time, business as usual was often good enough. But where we are going, good enough is no more. It's not just good enough, it's absolutely dead. Because in a world where everything is connected, where everything is equally excellent, where performance is reaching perfection, there's only one space left to innovate, and that is in you specifically. Right now, you're in a central, in the raging tornado, which is fueled by digitization, mobilization, augmentation, disinformation, and automation. And this tornado is nothing than a science fiction, but it's going to become a science fact. Think about self-driving cars. Think about that. They can learn, they can think. And the way we work is never going to be the same. The skills we need will be dramatically different, because winning and losing are now happening faster than ever before. Response to what's your response is not on who is served, but on what and searching for the end. And one of the most transformational times technology represents the how of the change. Humans represent the why of the change. Future problems, technical problems, and the opportunities to liquid, the opportunities to learn just in time, not just in case, and not in single increment, but complete transformations. Not in future systems, but new ecosystem, which are developed in the future. That's happen. The future can happen. The new way to work is to embrace technology. Become. And so the future is in technology. Yet the bigger future lies in transcending it. So let's live and lead from here onwards. Welcome to my talk on the knowledge series session here by the AIMS on leveraging AI. I'm looking for some chat reactions for this opening of mine. How about that? How do you find it? Okay. So I'm here looking at the chat, okay? So if you're writing, I have a real-time update on those chat reactions. Amazing. Thank you so much, sir. Nice. Okay, so let's move ahead. You know who she is? I'm looking at the chat window again. Do you know who she is? No one? Okay, so this is this is very recently, like, 2016, 17, 18. This is Sophie. Yes, absolutely. Fascinating. Who is this? Okay, so Sophie is one of the first humanoid robots. Okay, and I delivered a keynote at one of the conferences, and immediately I introduced Sophie, and I spoke to Sophie. And at that conference, I said that, like Sophie, I will have my own version of mine who is going to deliver talk. Today in this webinar, I'm going to show that version to you. Okay. So Sophie, can you say hi to the audience?
Hello.
Did you hear that? Did you hear the hello from Sophie? Yes, absolutely. Now, Sophie is pretty old. She's like 6 years old. I have someone who is absolutely fascinating and new. Why don't you introduce yourself to the audience?
Hello. My name is Amanda, and I am Amit Jadhav's personal digital assistant.
Thank you, Amanda. And what do you think the talk is going to be of today? Can you tell them?
Hello. You are about to experience Amit's mesmerizing talk on AI. Amit is a serial entrepreneur, author, keynote speaker, and coach. You will get a lot of value on how to use AI for business development.
Thank you, Amanda. But this is like two way of English and an accent of American. If you can tell them what they're going to get this talk and use Hindi as a language, can you do that and tell my audience what is going to happen?
मेरा नाम अमांडा है
Thank
और
you.
मैं एसोसिएशन ऑफ इंडियन मैनेजमेंट स्कूल्स द्वारा आयोजित इस वेबिनार में आपका स्वागत करता हूं। आप बहुत सारे नए एआई उपकरण और तकनीक सीखेंगे जो आपका समय बचाने और रोजमर्रा के कार्यों में आपकी दक्षता को बेहतर बनाने में मदद करेंगे। अमित, अब आप शुरू कर सकते हैं।
Thank you, Amanda. How do you find this? Chat window is open here. How do you find this one? This is AI. What I'm showing you is all derived with AI. Okay. And it's all done with free tools. And I said, let me, get started with showing you Amanda and showing you Sophie and so many things which I'm going to show you right now, which is possible. And then I'm going to come good. Yeah, thank you so much. To the final output of it. So this is for all those people who have been like, movie buffs, you might know, this is the Devdas movie. This is like 1935, Chattopadhyay, the person, written on a novel called as Devdas. Great. Yeah, thank you so much. This is the Devdas movie where Dilip Saab played a fascinating role. This is the Devdas of 1954, 55, around about that time. Okay. And this is the Devdas of 2002. Now, what is Devdas has to go with an AI webinar? Here's the reason. The novel from which these movies have been made is the same. The presentation, the production is different. Like in the latest Devdas, you could find there are two actresses and they have got a fascination and the way they dance, and it's not in the original thing, but they have modulated with respect to the audience. My question to you is this. Question number one, are you making changes in the way you're doing your business, the way you're teaching, the way you're implementing your roles or your personal life management in the last 3 months using technology? Or is it the same that you have been doing for the last 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 18 months? I don't want an answer because I know the answer. So I'm giving you some food for thought. We live in a world where we have now crossed about a record-breaking 8 billion people. And this is going to be the future as far as economy is concerned. Now, if you see out over here, you'll find India in 2050 to be the third largest economy. Okay. 2010, we hardly featured anywhere because of number of reasons. But 2010 to 2050, 40 years. Okay. The only one differentiator, the only one gold mine for Indians is the internet and the access to internet, because internet opens up dimensions and you picks up in the same bot as to what you can do, what Amazon can do. Both have the same power when you have internet. Okay. So do you remember this one? What's this logo? Yes, we are updating the technology, updating us. It's great. Do you remember this logo? I'm looking at the chat here. Doordarshan. Now, this used to be mesmerizing. This was a hypnotized logo. 60 seconds it used to run. After that, whatever happens, you used to see. The lady used to say anything. You are not sure. Do you remember this? Yeah. So I used to hate people who had a phone zero in their number. It was a long dial, but then there was no redial button, but you'd use that, right? So today, if I ask you, do you have that? We had the patience for 60 seconds for a logo. We had a patience for dialing up the thing. Today, if a website doesn't open in 5 seconds, what do? You shift to a new website. Now, my question number two is this. Are your materials where you're putting, or the websites of your colleges or your businesses, are they opening in 3 seconds or less? And if they're not opening, close them, because no one is going to open them if it opens after 3 and 5 seconds. Okay, so that's one thing. Yes, thank you so much. So I'm not reading the names purposely, but I can, no. Okay, fine, great. So please do it. Okay, there are 5.2 billion people in this world who are connected, 4.8 billion on the internet, 72.5 crore Indians are connected to the internet, and 47 crores are on social media, but out of which 46.4 crores are using this mobile phone. And if you walk towards the roads, you will find that these people don't even look at you. They might dash to a vehicle, still pick up their phone and start talking. Okay, that's how addiction. And I say in my marketing masterclass, we live in a world where distraction is the economy and attention is the revenue. Now, question number 3, food for thought, is how are you adopting attention using technology where AI is generating to understand what is a customer behavior? How is the buyer buying behavior changing? What kind of marketing campaigns can I run? Is my strategy in process with the latest on what the customer knows? Number of questions are there. We'll try and find out the answers. This is how much time it took for these kinds of technology. I'm very sure you're able to see it because I've made it that way where you have this experience. Technology reached 50 million people. Okay. Now, if you see the way we are going at Threads, the new app, it just took 5 days. So adoption of the technology is not your problem. Here's my question to you. Are you publishers? Yes. So I'm very happy because the chat is moving. I love this. Are you publishers? How many of you are publishers? How many of you are authors? How many of you are photographers? How many of you are designers? How many of you are writers? Yeah, in the chat. I'm looking at the chat here. So here's the thing. Each one of you are content creators. And I don't care even if you have 28 years of teaching experience, it's fine. You are a content creator because people need you. Every company is talking about content. Every company is talking about AI. Every company is investing in AI. Is your college investing? Question number 5. Okay, I'm just giving food for thought. Just think of it. Is your college investing in getting AI to enable, to engage with the students, to teach, to implement case studies, to engage with corporates for jobs, whatever it is? So this is the number of times AI has been mentioned in the analyst call. If you research and if you study the US markets on the Fortune 500 companies or things, you'll find the analyst calls. That's generally when the results are declared per quarter. And you can see a trend out there as to how focused the companies are getting towards AI. Okay. And this is the most AI mentions in calls for this quarter. See the companies, Alphabet, Intel, Microsoft, Cadence, IBM, you name it, Meta, ServiceNow, they're all there. Why does it matter? It matters for 2 things. A is when your students want to get a job, they need to get equipped now with this if they want to get there. What got you here won't get you there. Simple. And 2, very important. How are you, each one of you sitting over here, and I'm being told, author, lecturer, research scholar, research paper, designers. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I'll cover all those things. And I'm told that most of them are professors out here sitting in this webinar. So how are you changing the way you are implementing? And I won't say teaching, training. I'll say one word. Value. How are you changing, adopting the way you get value? I spoke to a few professors from Harvard because I think Juhi probably didn't mention that. She probably skipped it. So I have done my business essentials from Harvard Business School. And that's the reason I have some access to some of the professors. And I asked them, and each one of them has a vision. Each one of them is talking of how my AI can be there. And I'll show my own AI sitting here. Okay. My question number 6 and thought processor. Awesome, professor and written. Thank you, professor. 24 books on technical subjects. Awesome, sir. I respect you a lot. My thing is, can you think of building your own AI? Own AI which can talk, interact, teach. These 24 books, let's say, can the content of this 24 books talk to me, simple, as in how I want it, and answer my questions and build and chat AI. Simple as that. That's where it is going. Okay. So just to give you food for thought. This is a kind of transformational change that is going to happen. If you thought that internet was a game changer, it is. It is. But it's just $13 trillion in 24 years. The real game changer is AI, because that's about $87 trillion just in 9 years. And if you see, the 70% of the section is about applications. Okay. 25% is about the foundation models, something where you say LLM, large language models and stuff like that. I don't want to get into the tech part of it. Unless you want to get into that, I can talk to you on that part. What's going to be the stack for that and stuff like that. And the 10% is the hardware part of it. Okay. So just by announcing, NVIDIA had got its share risen by plus 30, you can see out of there the rates, it's like plus 6.38%, just by telling they're investing in AI. That's how sensitive things are. I look for a day when the MBS schools, would have 80% interaction before a student even physically meets someone with all AI technologies. It is because he comes with a very, very clear mindset, what he's expecting. Today, it's more of hips and curries and all these things. And then there is this company called as Check. And the moment the CEO said, we are not sure how AI can help us in other things, you can see right from 15 billion to 2.1 billion, the valuation, 50% drop more than that. Okay. Now, here's the thing. How are you going to use, where are you going to use the generative AI, and what are the use cases? Those are going to happen. I'm running very fast because this is what put in the slides for my keynotes, but I'm sure with all the experience and expertise you guys have, which I can see, I'm sure you're able to grasp it, because that's the whole idea, to give you a feel of it. And how are you moving so far? A 30 seconds break. How are we moving so far? I'm looking at the chat window again. Good? Okay, fine. Fascinating. It's good, great. So let's look at this now, okay? Searching for information, what are you doing with AI? Entertainment, learning new things, brainstorming, creating visual art. Good, okay, fine, great, thank you, sir. Okay, blogging, other things. So this is the thing. See, what is the important part over here is, I'm not sure if this, okay, the percentages. Look at these graphs. This is what people are currently doing. This is a research report with this. And this is exactly what you can do. But if you identify the right structure, if you identify what exactly you want to do, that's going to be the game changer. Let me come to the topic now, that I have probably made your mindset to really get to the grasping part of it. In 1940s, it was Alan Turing who for the first time talked about AI in London. And he talked about something on artificial intelligence, and he talked of intelligent machines doing humans' work. So today we are in a world where we are not talking of artificial intelligence or AI as a technology. It's about human intelligence and machine intelligence. Successful companies, corporates, organizations, period, are going to be those. And I talk from a lot of experience with almost, about 450 plus speaking assignments, thousands of people attending my conferences, keynotes where I'm invited. Game changer are companies who can integrate machine learning, AI, and today with the expertise and experience. Now, today, if you say, I've got about 30 years experience in teaching, I've done all the Tom, Dick, and Harry stuff, why should I need this? Well, congratulations, you can still be there, because your student probably in 2 years would jump up to the wave where you might have to adopt what he's doing. Sorry, but that's how the world is changing. And that's the unfortunate part, because it's about adaptation and changing. 2 keywords for any company which has been successful in the last 10 years, adoption and changing. Simple. Let me explain to you in a very basic way. This is machine learning. Complex things, you just put some document, you have some answers to a document. Simple machine learning. This is deep learning. So you put a document, you also put some notes, you also put some videos, and it comes out with a simple formulation. But this is generative AI. You put videos, text, PDF, PNG, stuff like that, and it will still come up with a very simple answer. Like one of the sirs out here who has written 24 books. Now, if I upload those 24 books, if I upload sir's video, I upload summaries of 24 books, I upload all pieces of content available of those 24 books, and I create an AI, generative AI bot. And then someone comes and asks anything, exclusively it will tell me from which book, what chapter, which line this reference is given. How cool is that? Okay. True. Yeah. Thank you so much for endorsing this. Okay. So let me give you an overview of what is enterprise AI and how it is going to use for business. Okay. So enterprise AI has four things: big data, AI, ML, Internet of Things, and elastic cloud computing. Now, my core company in last 20 years is a partner with a company in US for almost about 18 years now. And we do digital transformation and stuff like that for last about 7 years. That is specifically B2B. Why AI has taken the grip? Because it's as good as a B2C. Every individual can use it and they can see the results. That's the reason AI is going high. So when you focus on AI per se, and we say, what is there in artificial intelligence as far as our model is concerned? So there's virtual assistant, there's medical AI, there's self-driven machines, adversarial and AI. Now for you sitting in this webinar, this corner over here, is the gold mine. This is the gold mine, and this is gem. I'll repeat. This is the gold mine. This is gem. Understand the difference. And why do I say that? It's a very simple thing. I'm sure most of you are so much experts in your technology and the kind of expertise and the work that you have that, you're the masters, I'm telling you. But life needs to have a flair. Some of you might be musicians, some of you might be poets, some of you might be singing, some of you might be doing something different. It just gives you an hobby, it gives you some kind of a flair, a relaxation. I do a lot of talks on reclaim the life you deserve. So my talk is more mix of everything from where I come from. And unless you have a hobby, you'll not have fun in doing whatever you're doing. So you need to have some light flair to life, some humorous things to life. Agar kuch acha ho raha hai, something is happening good, say it is good. No, you don't want to say good. You want to say, well, this is not good, this could have been better. You want to act as a critic, okay, Baba, no problem. People are going ahead. So this is an example. I use this command, just to give an example on creativity, where I'm coming to. And I said, let me create an image based on a text. Okay, so I got an AI tool and I do research every day. So I created this text and I put it in the AI generator out over here. Okay, and then I say, generate for free out of here. And I just made one change, wearing a sari. Okay, wearing a sari and having a bindi. Just 2 words I made a change and I clicked on here to generate. Okay, the moment I did that, it's hardly about 15 seconds and you can see a real-time activity happening behind the scene. Okay, AI is working to understand my words, my thoughts, the scene which I have given to it, and trying to create an image. And what it generates is in seconds. This is real time. Okay, this is what it generated. Are we cool? How do you find this? I'm looking at the chat window. Wonderful. Thank you, doctor. Excellent. Why I'm showing you this? All your training images, organization chart, behavior model it is, whatever topics you're teaching, whatever corporates are teaching. Excellent. Thank you so much. Everything that you're doing right now, you can create your own images. You can copyright them. There's a process to do that. And students can use this. The organization chart looks dumb, like, squares, hey, rectangles are there. Why don't you create a very unique organization chart? Nice, good structure, beautiful structures, and put an analogy, whatever you wanted to do that. Create your own existence with your own creativity. Okay, that's the power. It's for the teaching. And then I train the same image to speak something. Okay, do you want to hear that? The image that you saw, this image, I'll repeat this again because this is very, very interesting. And I hope you'll be able to. So I clicked on few words out of here. Just see the tweaking. Now I can do a marketing class going on with professor teaching with students sitting in a Harvard classroom kind of atmosphere. Whatever it is you want to do. It will create an image for you, your own image, unique image, which is not there available. If you have marketing brochures, this is where it comes from. Marketing templates to be created. Why can't you create your own images rather than copying from Google, Shutterstock or buying from there or whatever it is? You can do your own. What I'm trying to say, use it. Okay. So it created this image. Look at this image now properly. And then I'm training this image on AI to talk. Okay, let's start.
आप अपना दिन अच्छे से बिताएंगे और व्यक्तिगत और पेशेवर रूप में विकास करने में मदद करने वाले नए उपकरणों और तकनीकों को सीखेंगे। अमित, अब आप लोगों की तालियों के साथ शुरू कर सकते हैं।
How do you find it? Were you able to hear this? Fantabulous. Yes, absolutely. So see, in front of you, I have created an image and I've made the image to talk. Now, why I'm showing you this? Fantabulous. Thank you so much. I'm showing you this because your photo, your pictures can act as small videos. I'll tell you, I have met so many senior people in industry, in education. They are excellent in knowledge. They are like, the Oxford of the topic, but they are not good on video. They don't want to come on video. They are shy, whatever, they have their own egos, whatever, they don't have egos, but then they have a phobia towards camera. Now you can create your own image and you can create text, give it the text of what chapter you want to teach to the students or small 60 seconds, some tips, and your photo will start speaking. And that's your video. How cool is that? And then you can launch it on your YouTube channel, or you can launch it on your WhatsApp community or a status just to get a trickle of how people are reacting to that. How cool is that, right? So do that, okay? Now, this, very interesting, amazing. Thank you so much. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll tell you the names of the tools. Very smart, sir. I'll tell you that. Okay. Now, these are some, as I've told you that if you have seen so far my entire presentation, I don't use fonts. I'm not a font person in my slideshows. Okay. But this is where the fonts come in because they are about the processes, the work. So this is a workflow which I've created. Okay. And I have segregated this into 4 different structures: research, strategy, and design, data management. Thanks for great learning. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Data management analysis, insights, and communication and implementation. Okay. And then I have segregated each of them with your assignments. One of them might be, let's say, peer review, documentation, publication, you do a lot of research papers and all those things, right? So I'll tell you tools where you can do it absolutely free. Okay. Just wait for the next 2 slides and you'll find them. Feedback, result, hyphenation, whatever it is. Okay. Now, see what I'm doing. These 2 slides are amazing. I'm telling, not because I made it, but because that's the response when I speak in a conference, 2,000, 3,000 students, they clap after this. People rather, not students. Now, I'm segregating this into 4 different segments. What are those segments? What is the repetitive and the routine task from this? What is the optimizing task? What are the complex tasks? And what is the creative task? Now, this is what I want you to do. What is your routine task every day? Kind of whatever it is. I don't want to take and spend time on that, but you know what you're best at. What's your optimizing task? You really are feeling, hey, I'm doing this, but I need to, improve on this because I have time is going, same thing I'm doing every day. What is the use? Fine. What are the complex tasks? So research is a very complex task. Okay, peer review is a complex. Experimentation, that's pretty complex. Learning about corporates, case studies, marketing books, white papers, data sheets, huge work. And then the creative thing. How do let's say I show you, and I would do that, but because it's just a small webinar, I'm not putting that slide here. I focused on an X company in India, which had a turnover of so and so. And in one sheet, I summarized everything of the last financial year. And then I said, looking at that, I gave it to 4 people and said, best people, good gurus in their own fitness. So what do you feel the problem is with this? One single page, entire company financials are there. What do you think the problem is? Each one of them came with 4 different solutions and problems. Then I put it in the AI tool. And believe you me, AI was fascinating to tell me exact pain areas of the company, the lacunas, where the cost is going, what are the areas they can really improve, and most important, and you will all agree to this, what the students really are lacking today of all the things and many things probably is strategy. What is the strategy to improve this thing? Simple. What is the framework? That's the game changer. That's what we can do. Because if I say, example, a company, let's say Infosys, example, It analyzes all the companies like Infosys in the same turnover, in the same geographies, researches the success stories of them, and then this gives me a use case as to what can be done. How cool is that? In 2 minutes. Minutes. Free. Most of it. Amazing. Next one. Good. Thank you so much. I love this. So I'm looking at the chat, okay? And then I've segregated all this into 4 different segments. One is AI applicability and human involvement. How much is the AI applicability and how much is the human involvement? So I have written from the less AI applicable to more AI applicable, that is more AI can be used, and from low human to high human. And then I've segregated this, routine tasks, data tasks into what segments can come. This all come from my experience with AI, digital, social, business, entrepreneurship, writing books, talking, everything I've included to make this happen. Okay. And then I have come to a conclusion that what quadrant can do. So this quadrant is high AI tools and high human involvement. So what is the percentage? So 30%, let's say AI can be used. Human interference, intelligence, involvement can be 70% in these functions. Okay. Next, this where the AI is less, but human involvement is high. Those are the peer reviews, data analysis to a larger extent and other things, Third is this segment where you can see that AI can be used almost over 60%, okay? And those functions. And the fourth, very, very interesting, is this, where you have almost about 70-80% AI can be used today in your tasks, and only 20% can be human involvement. This time that you save, you can thank me later, would be for you to writing the next books, the next research papers, the next thesis, the next product creation, the next startup, the next AI tool. You can be amazing. Why do you want to restrict yourself just to education and training? Okay, so these are the segments which I segregated. Now, coming to the tools, someone asked me about the tools. Very interesting session. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I like it. I'm a professional speaker. They pay me very high. I'm one of the most paid speakers in India. Not that I'm bragging my horn, but I take a lot of efforts in creating this experience. I would have just sat on a slide and create and share my screen. No fun. I want to live something as a mark. I want to live something for you where you feel that, hey, I've attended something for 60 minutes. Something happened, which is good. And I'm taking all those efforts for that. Okay, now first things first. Wherever you're registering yourself on any social media sites, you can find, yes, tools are coming, sir. These are the tools. I'm just getting one by one. I'm sure you're excited for that. I've built up the excitement. I'm giving you the delivery now. Okay, really very effective presentation from Dr. Dharmendra. Okay, thank you, Dr. Dharmendra Mehta. This is big because if your names are here in the comment also, I'll very specifically read them. Dr. Dharmendra Mehta, the director. Ujjain it is? Oh, I was in Ujjain just last month. I was in Indore at a company called as DicePark as a keynote speaker. And then I went to Ujjain and I had great darshan of Mahakal, enter VIP. Fascinating place, fascinating, very powerful place. Anyways, handle check. Go to this tool, name checker. So here are the tools, name checker. Just put in your name and it will search on 160 sites whether that name is available. My request to you, yeah, your presentation is very good. Thank you, sir. My request to you is use those one name on all sites, just one name. Because if you want to get searchable, you need to do that. Okay. Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Anil, Dr. Anil. Okay. Then a single link. I see so many professors, teachers, they're amazing in their content, they're amazing in their knowledge, but they're not able to probably deliver it. They're not able to, share it with the world and understanding that we are living in a country where even a prime minister has launched a YouTube channel and he wants to promote it. And he's saying, join, So why can't we? We should do it, no? Even the PM is doing it. Something must be right that he's doing it now. The channel is old, but he started to promote it. So why can't you have some own YouTube channel? Now, you have a lot of links. This is my LinkedIn link, my Facebook or my college dashboard link or thesis paper link, research papers. all those links are there. Okay, it might be some, let's say you don't have anything on social media, but you have links of your research papers, thesis, presentation docs, and they're all on Google Cloud somewhere. Okay, now what you can do is use this tool, Linktree. Okay, and it will give you a free option to write 9 links. So 9 links can come, and you can share only 1 link to anyone. And this link, you put it in your LinkedIn, in your headline section below it, in the summary section, on your Facebook, on your WhatsApp number. Just put this in the information. Okay. Rather than putting no phone calls, please, and only WhatsApp, and I don't know what all things people put. But you please put this. Okay. So when people click on this, they will see all your links to your research papers, your work, your assets, which you want to access by the common public and get contacted. Okay. I'm looking at the chat here. So this is the chat, which I've kept it open for you. Okay. Research. Okay. Now, for those who are looking at research, and most of you are doing it, feedback form, sir. I think you need to ask Ames, I don't know, Juhi, those team would take care. Okay, the research part. Now, you go to Google, you go to ChatGPT or what. Now I'm opening up the first time I'm opening the word ChatGPT. Okay, go to Google ChatGPT. Don't go. Go to a tool called as Also Asked, and type in your subject. Let's say strategy, business strategy, and it will find out all the research on that particular keywords. Data visualization, a tool called as Tableau, where you can do data visualizations. Okay. Then another tool for research, absolutely free. You go to google.com. I don't go to Google, but I get all ready-made. Just go to this tool, google.com/alerts, put the alerts, and then put up what you want the alert for. So let's say organizational behavior. Okay. Let's say learning and development. Let's say business strategy. Okay. Marketing modules, whatever you want. And then anyone typing anything on those words, Google will automatically send you an email free of cost. What more you want? Don't go to Google every time and waste your time searching the same things. Google will work. Make the internet work for you. You don't work for the internet. Simple. Okay. Research, scoop it. Just put in the right keywords and scoop it and find it out. Okay. I'm just going to hurry with the tool. Research8.org. These are all AI enabled. Okay. Your personal AI research assistant with 5,000 research papers are already uploaded into this. Already uploaded. You just have to put in the words and it will help you to avail that. Perplexity. Forget ChatGPT. This is the tool if you want to have and write about the papers free of cost. This will help you a lot. Perplexity. Okay. Done by an Indian guy based right now in Silicon Valley. Okay. Syntheticusers.com. Another research, all AI enabled. Okay. Survey Mind. Let's say you want to do a survey. I am really fascinated with the way still people are using Google Forms and all old methods. Who will open, then register, put your email. No one has time for that, Baba. Okay. Put in surveymind.io. Beautiful templates, mobile friendly, very transformative. People will like to give you a feedback or a survey. Just use these tools, all AI enabled. Okay. Question Pro. Something which is very important when you want to form questions for the students, for your students for exam. Question Pro will help you to analyze what are the most asked questions and what you should create a question for. Super cool. Super cool. Okay. Qualzy. Okay. An app where, you'll have all your research headaches solved. Put this chat PDF, put any PDF of any size into this, and it will talk to, most of the times, there are huge amount of research papers, right? And reading them might be a task. Now, simply put the research papers out of here and ask them, what do you think are the 4 big points into analysis of what this research paper talks of? Second, how do I relate my work study with this content of this research paper? And then write me 150 words of a summary section or a brief based on this research paper, but not copied from this research paper. Free. It will do it for you. Okay. PDF.ai. Again, an absolutely free tool. Okay. Ask your PDF. Every tool is so powerful. Spreadsheets. Are you still using Excel sheets and other things? Oh my God, it's so boring. Okay, just go to equals.com/AI or just go to rose.com. AI-enabled sheets for analyzing a business model, let's say cost of business, return on investment, marketing costs, budgeting, all the budgeting things AI enabled. It will tell you if X company is doing this, what Y company should do. It will give you the answers. Okay. Numerous.ai, academic writing. Now, PaperPal is an exclusive website for academic writing because it understands academic words. It understands words from research papers. It understands thesis words. This is your go-to tool, friends, not ChatGPT as of now. If you want to write research papers, and you will thank me for this of all these tools. Jenny.ai, again, something where you write your own research paper. Cohesive.so. Next, you want to have your own website, and I'll end in next 3 minutes because that's the time I've got. You want your own website. You say, how do I build a website? You think, go to this tool, durable.q. It will build your own website in 30 seconds. Just give your name, profession, college, whatever your expertise area is in. It will give you images. It will give you text. It will give you everything. Simply share the link. As simple as that. Now, team link for the feedback form is available at okay, fine. Okay, I think you're talking now. Very cool, but we went to assignment for the banners. Okay. Okay, fine. There's something happening with the organizers and this. Now, someone asked me, we have these meetings, right, in colleges or even in business meetings or in personal meetings, like this meeting right now, happening right now, this webinar. Okay, if you want a a summary of this webinar, feedback, what Amit Jadhav spoke, what XYZ, what Juhi spoke, what you asked, Alana, Falana, whatever it is, just put Fireflies. Fireflies will act as one of the participants, and it will give you the summary of all the notes of what you talk and discuss. Now, use this in your class. Just on your mobile phone, put Fireflies app and talk, and then tell me, Fireflies will give you the summary of what you taught. Cool. That's how you use it. It's just not a tool. It's how you use it very effectively. Okay, fine. Vowel. This is again for the meetings. Let's say I give a lecture. I record the lecture in my mobile phone and then say, go to Vowel. And Vowel will give you points, bullet points, what I talked and what I should have probably spoken. Okay, super cool. Rewind.ai. Amazing. Meme.ai. It's like your second brain. I do a lot of thousands of content pieces are there and I want to save it. I just go to meme. It's my second brain. I save it. Then when I go there, I say, okay, find something into marketing. It will give me everything that I saved in marketing, whether it's a PDF, whether it's a video, whether it's a data sheet, whatever it is. Okay. So MetaView.ai, Capwing, again, a very free tool. This is something I think you should go to. This has got about 1 lakh tokens. 1 lakh tokens is huge amount of data. You can copy and paste it. And then you can ask questions. You can't do that kind right now in ChatGPT, except for the newer launched version. But Claude is free. Claude is free, and you can use it effectively. Copy paste the entire research paper thing, put it here, start asking and start talking, and write your own research paper on that. Tom for your productivity enhancements, again, like your second brain. Chatbase, again. Now, this I talked of sir who has written superb session. Thank you, sir. Talked to sir who has written 24 books. Put this into Chatbase, sir. Please put your books in Chatbase. Don't worry, it's secured. It will not share your books. And then create your own AI bot on Chatbase. Okay, and like this, it will go on. Because of time constraint, I won't be able to get you all the stuff. But what I'm going to do is, so this is something which I created. I created my own digital growth accelerator system because most of my business students said, okay, sir, we need a course, we need a video course. So I just created this course, which has content marketing, lead generation, social selling systems, all inbuilt. It's a powerful video course, digital course, which I've launched. It's available online. You can buy it if you feel it's worth it. It's also got an AI chapter with all these tools, which I've told you, absolutely included. Data analytics tool, peer engagement tool, gold mine for project management, widgets, articles, the list goes on, right? But I've told you about some of the main tools, what's possible and what's not. Because if your life is just stuck on ChatGPT, you need to think again. And then I created an entire marketing wheel, entire strategy wheel to how people and companies can design their entire digital strategy based along these 4 points. And my entire course is all about this. This is the accelerator system. And then there's a formula. what is in the circle 1, circle 2. There's a formula to achieve what objectives you have. So more than tools, this is like objective driven stuff. Okay, that's the course all about. And these are all the things which are covered inside the course. Okay, now for you, these are all the tools. I'll share this wheel. I can share it with the organizer, only this wheel, where you can get it from the organizer. This has got all the tools what I spoke right now, including productivity, writing, everything, marketing, video making, designing, everything that you can do. You don't have to be a coder. You don't know software. You don't have to. Okay. So this is my bot, which I was talking of. To launch this course, which is AI course and a digital marketing content creation course, I created my bot and I trained the bot, and now the bot is promoting it.
Hi, this is Amit Jadhav here. And in my last 21 years experience as a senior entrepreneur, I've realized that there are so many pain areas in any kind of a company, in sales, marketing, business development, IT infrastructure. Over the last 15 years, I have been a keynote speaker and I have conducted hundreds of masterclasses.
So this is, in short, so I'll cut that part of it because time. So this is the phantom. If you try to do what you're doing every time, it's like a phantom. It just keeps on pushing up every time and telling, I'm good, I can do this, I can do that, and all those things. One day what will happen? This will happen. Now, how this is rated to you, I leave it up to you. Okay, you need to be a Spider-Man. You need to be just like a Spider-Man, delivering value, creating all the connections around you. Okay, and creating an infrastructure of value additions in whatever work you do in the entire process. Okay, so thank you very much for attending this. The success of your knowledge doesn't lie in just delivering it. It means, but it doesn't. It will lie in how you balance and leverage knowledge with technology. Because when you do that and you balance both the things, you will be able to drive in a way where even after ages and years, people, your students, everyone who interact with you, will be able to touch with. So thank you very much for your time. It's been a pump-pleasing pleasure. Thanks to Dr. Rao for inviting me, and thanks to the Association AIMS for giving me this opportunity. It was a pump-pleasing pleasure to be along with you. Thank you so much. I hand it over to Juhi again.
Thank you, Amit sir. Thanks a lot. It was really a grateful and fantastic session. It was a fruitful learning session for all of us, I guess. And let's start with the question answer session. I guess like sir was doing a multitasking. He was presenting also, and side by side he was addressing the queries also. So thank you so much. But still, sir, this audience is having one more question that can we do research paper with AI? And if yes, are there any AI websites for this? So
absolutely. So what I showed with you, what I showed in my tools, if you remember right now, in the research one, I spent a lot of time. Around 7 tools I showed. Those are all for research with AI. They're all AI enabled.
Okay. Any questions, any queries, audience? You can just pop in on the chat, this one, Zoom chat box. So there is one more query that how we can take the course of digital marketing. Are there any websites for the same?
So see, I'll tell you, there are a lot of websites who are teaching tools, Facebook kaise use kare, how to use LinkedIn, all those things. I did that 10 years back, LinkedIn masterclasses. It's not important to use the tools. It's important to use the strategy and then where the tool fits into the strategy. So I created my own digital course for which I can share the link with the organizer, and you can share it, Juhi, or AIMS people with those who want to buy this course, which will be very effective because that's come with my 21 years experience in business and training into digital marketing and social selling for the last 15 years now. Almost 110 masterclasses. And AI also, it's called AI chapter.
Okay, thank you, sir. There is one more question. I will just reflect the question. Can you please show the research AI sites? Then I can take the screenshots. So one audience is asking for that. Research AI sites.
Okay, I'll share with you, Juhi. You can share it with them.
Sure,
I don't share my presentation, but I'll share with you. You want to see it again? I will probably. Okay, here we go. So this is, yeah, these are the research sites. So durable.co, just hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Syntheticusers.com. This is something which you can really use. Surveymind.io. Question Pro, which I told you. This is Qualzy is a hardcore research site. Okay, and I think I showed you something very interesting. Yeah, Research8. One of my favorites for research writing, for researching and then writing as a research assistant is this site. This is my favorite, Research8. Okay, because it's already got about 20,000 plus insightful questions already answered, 5,000 research papers already have been uploaded out over here. Okay, if that's right.
Okay. Yeah. And so last question, one of the audience is asking, is there any risk in learning from open platform? There's a question in the chat box.
What's the risk in learning from an open platform? What's the risk in learning? There's a risk. I think the question needs to be reframed probably.
Yeah. Okay. Any more questions, audience? Just any more questions from your side? No, I guess we'll end up with the question answer session. Yeah, okay, audience, that was all grateful from your side. So thank you, Amit Jadhav sir, for addressing all the queries from the audience side. It was really a fantastic and great learning sessions regarding leveraging AI for business and personal growth. It was really a great learning for all of us. And now I would like to thank Mr. Amit Jadhav, the speaker of today's session, Mr. Sudhir Sharma, President, AIMS, all the board of members, AIMS Secretariat, Dr. Ganesh Rao sir, Director of Pune Business School. And lastly, I would like to thank all the audience, and with all the supports and meetings for this session. It was well versed, and all the audience and all of us got to know about AI, how it helps in business and personal growth as well. So that was really a fantastic session, and I would like all the participants, I would like to thank personally all the participants for immensely for being involved in this session and to be the great part of this session. This session is very fruitful and will be a great learning for all of us. So thank you so much. Thank you, sir. Thanks all of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Dr. Rao, for inviting me. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great life.
Thank you, sir.